Hello and welcome back to Inside Vision Suite training. I will show you now how to search for edges, how to detect edges, and how to work with them. Okay, first of all, we need the same pictures again. We need the Schuko plug pictures. Now we select the first good one. It's good one, Schuko good one. We already found the pattern in the last part. So now we want to work with edges. I want to show you how to work with them. First of all, we can choose from Vision Tools, Edges, and then Find Line, for example, is the easiest one to find one line. Find multi-line is to find more lines, and find segment is find a pair of lines or edges. Mostly we will use find segment or find line and find multi-line. I want to introduce you to how to use the tool with find line. So double click on it. Here you can see the picture is still in A0. Fixed point is now our pattern. It's the X, Y, and the angle of our pattern. Okay. Searching area is here. So you want to find this edge over there. Okay, found it. Polarity, it's okay. You want to find the strongest edge. This is the quality. So you can set it from 1 to 100. That means overall how high the quality of your edge must be. So the program says, I still found the edge or I didn't found one. So we have here a quality of 38. If I will put it, the quality to 45, we are not able to find the edge. So we leave it at 25, so it should be okay. And I normally set the angle to around 3 degrees. That means when I place my search area, it will search for edges which are in this axis. So I tell my program, okay, from this axis, my edge could be around 3 degrees in the left or in the right position. Yeah. And it's show me nothing or show me only the output or show me input and output. If I choose output, for example, it always show me the edge. Doesn't matter where I am. If I choose no output, it will only show me the line if I am here inside A8. If I'm outside, it don't show me anything. Okay. So I can copy paste this one, this line, and then set everything so I can find the second line. And now it shows me two lines, this line and this line. And I can tell my program, okay, if the quality of this edge is 0, then I didn't find a line, so put in 0. Otherwise, put in 1. And here again. And then I can make a sum out of it. So I found two edges. My logic says if H10 is 2, then 1, otherwise 0. So I get the logic 1, and my output is always the error-free from this cell, which means if this would write an error, it still shows me 0 and not error. This is important for my output. It's because I can then tell my roboter my output is 0 and not error. And then I put here, if you go on graphics, status lamp, and then I tell my program, if this output is 1, let's write good with green light. If it's 0, let's write bad with red light, and negative I will not have because I only have 1 or 0 with the arrow free, because no arrow would mean yellow, for example. Okay, so I found these two edges, right? Then I tried here a find segment tool to find the segment like line 0, line 1. This is always good to detect or to check distances or dimensions of your parts, because you can see here the distance of the two edges. So this tells me the distance here is 365 pixels between my two edges. So I can tell my logic, for example, in range means B12 should be in a range of 360 to 370. And if this is true, it tells me 1. If it's not true, it tells me 0. And then I have my output again and my status lamp. I did this for these edges, find segments. So I want to search here for 4 lines or 2 segments. And then if this is 4, I tell my program it's true. So with this, I detect if there is the plugs, if are there the plugs located or if they're missing. Then I have detected these two edges, which tells me with also find segment, which tells me the distance of these two edges. So I can tell with in range 560 to 574, 5. If this part of my part, like the down part here, is installed correctly, because if we look on the bad part, which one is it? C, I think. Yeah, you can see here it's wrongly installed, and then this one shows me an error because it's not in the range of 560 to 575, which is here 506, which also is true for this distance. If I go to E or F of the bad parts, here I have a difference in this distance, 3, 3, 3, or 3, 5, 6. And my logic says between 360 and 370. Okay, then I find these two edges over here with find line. And here I ask for an angle. I can do this with, if I go here to geometrical elements, and then I look for line to line, which give me the angle between two lines. Then I can tell my program line 0, and then I have to go here on relative reference, and then I can choose from the table. I choose for my first line edge this one, which is this edge 0 here, and line 1 will be with a relative reference will be this line. Okay, and then it tells me the angle is 92 degrees, and I did the same for these two lines, and then it tells me the angle is 87 degrees. My logic says in range the absolute value, because there is also minus signs which we don't need for the angle. In range, the absolute value of my angle should be between 85 and 95. This is true for my angle 1, which is this one, and is also true for my angle 2, which is this one. And if I look now for this picture, it tells me this angle is bad here. This angle is still okay. So it detects it also. It detects also the angle here, the wrong angle. It would also detect it with this tool, but this tool might not be always the perfect tool for detecting wrong angles. So this is just to show you. I can solve different problems with different solutions, right? So let's see if this program works. The last thing I did was I tell my program if the sum of all of my outputs is 6, then my part is a good part. So write 1. If it's not a good part, so write 0. And then again with a status lamp, which tells me if the part is good or bad, and let's see if it's work. So all the bad parts will show me bad because here this part is missing. Here again this part is missing. This part is missing. Still shows bad. This part is all missing. So here, this distance is wrong because this part over here is not installed correctly. So it shows me bad. Here, the angle is wrong, which we can see here. Here, this distance is wrong. Because here is my part is here not correctly manufactured because here this edge is broken or somewhat, so the distance is wrong, which also is true for this part. But this part is mostly correct, but still has the wrong distance, but the program still detects it. So now all bad parts are detected correctly. Now see if all good parts also detected correctly. So looks good. For this program, it was easy because it's quite easy to find bad and good parts. In some programs, you might have to play with your settings to detect good and bad parts. It's always a trial and error with this program. And now go on and try it by yourself. Good luck and goodbye.